Hello techies, welcome to AI Brahma YouTube channel. My name is Ganesh. In this video tutorial, we are discussing about Automation Anywhere real-time project, and this is the first real-time project. I hope you have watched all other interview series and other basics and advanced Automation Anywhere series in my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get first notification to you. So directly we will go to first real-time project scenario, and this is very important scenario because we are using the one of the dynamic website to automate. This is the Makemytrip website, and particularly the Makemytrip website scenario, so many interview were asked in several RPA tools. Example, it is asked in UiPath also, Automation Anywhere also, Blue Prism also, and even Selenium also. Some of the interviewer asked this Makemytrip website scenario. Why only Makemytrip? I will tell you in a next slide. This question is asked by one of my subscriber. I thank to that person because I can give you the more and more real time scenario from my subscribers. If you have like this any question, please comment on the video, so definitely I will try my level best to give the solution to you guys. Okay, so directly we will go to Makemytrip website first, how it will look like, and how why exactly interviewer are asking this particular website to automate, right? The first thing is this is the Makemytrip website. I hope you know about the Makemytrip. This is the one of the online platform to book the ticket, like flight, hotel, hostel, everything, any booking uh, platform you need, you can go with the Makemytrip, or anything, right, like a red bus or any other online platform. But why this Makemytrip is very important for the automation developer? Because the first thing is, if you see here, if I click on the flights, so it will take more time to load. So we have to introduce a delay in between to load the pages, right? To get the objects. So this is the one thing all interviewer want to know. So you know the basic thing of website automation or not. So another thing is everything is dynamic. With that we have a advertisement bar, right? If you see my next slide, so you will get to know so why exactly interviewer giving the Makemytrip website only. The first thing is dynamic window name. Here if you see, if you hover the mouse, see, we will get flight tickets, booking at lowest affair. So everything is dynamic here. Tomorrow you will get some other window name at the particular page. So that is one thing. And website loading time is more. As I told, website loading time is very huge because they have used graphical interface very highly, because these colors and dynamic part of particularly they have used the some of the technology, right? So another thing is dynamic objects. I will tell you later in the video. So they have a dynamic objects for the calendars, for the from to, everything is dynamic here. So it is very important to learn as a developer to automate dynamic XPaths, right? We will get relative and absolute XPaths, so we have to play with that one. So I will explain you detailedly in this video, so please do not skip the video till the end, please watch it. Then only you will get to know absolute XPath, relative XPath, what is the difference, dynamic window, how we can make it, uh, like um, how we can use the star asterisk mark, or the calendar. If you see it here, so we have a calendar, right? So we can't type the dates here. One thing we have, that is a calendar. So if I click on the 30th, see, if I'm just clicking, but it is taking a more time. This is also one type of like issue. So we will face in the automation. So that's why these are all the things will appear when we are automating. So this is the calendar, this is totally dynamic, so we can't type 30 Jan 2023, we have to go and select this one. So this is also very important for the automation developers, how we can select the dates from the this type of calendar structure, right? So and another thing is ads are added in between the website, so objects will change anyhow. Like See here, some Tata AIG, some ads are they have added 10% off their offers, everything they have added. So these are all the challenge we have to face when we are developing this Make My Trip website, like automating this Make My Trip website. That's why this is a very important question in interview. So directly we will go to automation part, how we can automate everything we will see. So I will go to my automation anywhere workbench. So whenever we will start one real time project, we have to make sure we should have the steps with us. Okay, the first thing in Make My Trip scenario, we will have a one Excel sheet. Okay, this is very important. Before going to start any development, we have to know the steps. In particular Excel sheet, the one company or any HR department will have the data. Same way here also we have a from to date, date of departure in this case, and lowest flight detail. Flight detail it is named lowest rate which will have the flight, no, that detail the particular person is needed, that we have to automate. As of now, just I have taken two data here and dates I have taken. This we have to search in a flight section of a particular website, and we have to extract the data. So this is the first step. So and other thing is all these steps we have to cover in the website. I have noted down first only to explain you better. The first thing is the steps. Maybe you aware of the steps. If you have watched my other interview series, you will get to know definitely what is steps. The step is the one we can make a module wise structure of our bot, right? So that's why we will use the steps. It will be very easy for developers. So first thing is we have to open Make My Trip website, then we have to open input file whatever I have showed you, and we have to enter from and destination detail, and select date in a calendar, click search, extract lowest price from the flight, and we have to close the input file. So this is the steps we have to follow in a flight booking website, right? So we will see how it will work. So one by one step we will cover it. The first step is we have to open Make My Trip website in automation anywhere, right? So what I will do, just I will take the home page. You will look like same, see here flight was added, now it is not added. So that's why we have to make sure we will take the first home page uh, URL. So just I'm copying, and I will take browser action, because this is a browser, right? We have to open the browser. So that's why open browser action. And here if you want to take the website in the same existing tab or new tab, new window, it's up to you. I will take any every time new window, because I don't want to interrupt my particular opened window, right? That's why. And don't use the default browser. I will recommend you to use a particular browser which you want to use. Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, Google, anything is fine. Don't use the default browser. Okay, whenever you will do the real-time project in your company, it is mandatory, because we don't know where exactly this particular bot will deploy in the user machine, right? So that's why very important, select a particular browser. And what is the link to open? Link to open is makemytrip.com. I will give timeout most probably 1000, because as I told, it will take more time to load this particular Make My Trip website, right? So this is the case. We have to use definitely more time delay. Okay. So next thing is open the input file. So this is the input file for our scenario. So this input file I have stored it in my desktop. Just I'm taking particularly that one. So we can use two ways. Input file is a Excel, so we can use Excel Advanced or Excel Basic. Particularly Excel Advanced will use it for macro purpose or any advanced feature purpose. But in this scenario, Excel part is very low, right? Only we are taking the input from the Excel, and we are just setting the output in the Excel. So there is no filter is required, there is no format is required, nothing, right? So that's why we can use the Excel basic. Why we have to use the Excel? What is the difference between Excel basic and Excel advanced? Already have made a video on that one. You can see my playlist and you can watch that one. Basically, why we are using the Excel basic means it is very speed. We don't need any installation of Excel. And other thing is it will not open the Excel when it is running, right? So that is the one thing. You can see how it will work. The first thing is whenever we will use the Excel, we have to use the open. Not only Excel, if you are running the Java, VB everywhere, the open is mandatory. Okay. The first thing is open the spreadsheet from the desktop, because I'm taking from the desktop. Just I'm giving a name of my Excel, copy and paste it, right? And sheet contains the header, exactly right, because it will be very easy if we are taking sheet contains header whenever we will use the database concept or everything, right? It will be very speed. So that's why I'm taking a sheet contains header. Specific sheet in this case not required because I'm using only one sheet, right? And what is the session name? This is very important. Whenever you will open 2 3 Excel sheet, you have to, like, it is a mandatory thing, but the bot will work depending on the session name. Session name is very important. That is a unique for every opened sessions. Okay, unique. So the I will give it as a input because this is input data for my scenario. Just I will take it as input. And as a developer, I should make sure whenever we will open the spreadsheet, we should close it at the end or anywhere it is required. So I will forget every time. So that's why what I will do, I will add no only at the close input file section. So that's why I have used this structure, step structure also, because I will totally forgot whatever I have opened at the last. So that's why I will close now only in the section of close input file. So I'm opening in the open input file and close in the close input file section. So our bot is half of ready now. So input is ready now, right? So next thing is we have to automate this particular website. How we can automate this one? The first thing is once it is open, we have to click on the flight because we are automating the flight section of this website, right? So first we have to click on the flight. So then we have to take the one way, right? After that we have to fill from to date of departure and search. So this particular action we have to make in this particular dashboard. So how we can do, we will see. The first thing is these three steps are done. So next thing is enter from and to destination, right? From and to destination. Before that, one thing is very much important, that is a looping concept, because we don't have any single record, right? We are making this as a dynamic project. So whenever they will add 100 data, that should be applicable for our bot, or 1000 data or one data or zero data, everything should be applicable for our bot. So that's why we have to make a dynamic. So whenever we are playing with the Excel, the one thing is very much common, that is loop with the Excel data, right? So I have to loop from each and every column and I need to get the data. So that's why what I will do, I will use a loop activity. So inside the loop we have a Excel. Here we are using Excel basic. Make sure we are using the Excel basic or advanced, depending on your uh, logic, you can use it. But here I am using Excel basic. So I'm taking the Excel basic for each row in a worksheet. Each row in a worksheet, each row by row, I'm going, right? So next thing is, what is the session name? I told you earlier, everywhere this session name is very important. Session name I have used is input loop through all rows. Absolutely right. So I'm going to use all rows. I have a data, right? So next thing is these records. So this is very cool feature available in our A360. That is, whenever we will loop with the data, we will get all the row data in a recorder type. So that's why this particular scenario is very important for the developers, so you can learn every basic and advanced feature in automation anywhere. That's why don't skip the video. Please hit the like and write the comment, because it will reach to your friends or your colleagues. So it will be very helpful for our community, RPA community, to learn more and more uh, dynamic features in automation anywhere, right? So please hit the like, otherwise I will not get the benefit, you will also not get the benefit. Please hit the like, so I will get motivation from you, so I can make more and more videos from your motivation. Please write the comment, please share the channel. Okay, so directly we will go to again our scenario. I will not waste your time. So the next thing is, whenever we want to store the output from the loop, so we can use excel row. You can create it also, or any existing you have, you can take it record type, or you can take with a multiple variables also. I will recommend you, please take the excel uh, like a record type variable. This is very important. So next thing is, now my looping dynamic loop also done. So next thing is, we have to click on the flight. As I told, I have to click on the flight and one way. So in this scenario we are taking one way. If you want to try with round trip or multi-city, you can try it. Okay, so next, for clicking activity, we have a one option, that is universal recorder. If you click on the recording button, you will get the two type of recorders. One is a universal recorder and another one is a AI sense recorder. Universal recorder is uh, the type we will use it for the purpose of website automation or any object cloning automation. AI sense recorder, basically we will use it for the remote desktop, like a Citrix based automation. Okay, so in this scenario we can use a normal recorder, that is universal recorder. We have to select a particular Makemytrip travel one. See, that's why I don't know why this is a dynamic uh, structure of the window name. You can say 50% offer on hotels. Maybe tomorrow they will increase to 70% also. So it is totally a dynamic. So that's why this is very important. We will see next how we can make this particular window dynamic. Okay, so I will click on the universal recorder, and just we have to wait till ready here, and click on the flights, because we are automating now flight, right? And we have to wait. Okay, finish. I'm clicking on the finish, and I will go back to my workbench. Yeah, we have to wait till this recording is complete. Okay, it's taking more time to recording. Okay, what we will do, so I will click again. We will see now. Okay, I'm taking make my trip universal recorder. Oh, sorry. One second. Here, if you see here, we have got as a flight. So instead of that, I can take it directly. Travel one universal recorder. Yes. So now it's working. I'm clicking on the flight. We'll wait till this click object you want to automate, right? So just finish it. Okay, finally this recorder is captured and it is loading. Thank god, maybe my internet is down, so that's why it is showing like that. Sorry for that. So maybe you can just skip the 10 seconds, so you will get the result. Okay, so now I have clicked on flight section. Okay, so after that what we have to do, we have to click on the one way, right? So that is also with a recording. So what I will do, I will just take flight booking, lowest price, universal recorder, and click on one way. Okay, click on one way of this one. Yes, finally I got the object. So just click on the one way, because sometimes this website will directly go to round trips. So that is the one thing I have observed previously. So that's why click on the one way and wait for the recording. So you can take the recording of multiple steps, but I'm going one by one recording to give the more clarity about the recording. Okay, so it will take a time, little bit time. Still it is recording a capture. Okay, finally it is clicked. Okay, okay, finally we got one way also. So next thing is we have to go with the particularly from to and date of departure, right? This is the second step in the particular home page. So give me a second, so we will see this particular part in the second part of the video. Please don't skip the second part, because in the second part I gonna explain you from to and most importantly this departure and return, this particular calendar. So this is very very important. There you will get to know xpath, absolute xpath, relative xpath, how we can automate uh, this part of the window. So this is very important, so that's why please don't skip the second part of the video. So thank you very much to watch this first part. So please watch the second part to get every details.